went out one night just before sunset to a field where there were some swans and snow geese, and it was awesome. Like, it was right just before sunset. Like I say, it was a beautiful time, and there's birds out there. And across the field, I saw this car in the far corner of the field spinning his tires in the mud. And my first thought was I should help him, and then I thought, nah, it's COVID. He probably won't even want me to come over there. He won't want me to touch his car. It'll be awkward. You don't have a mask. You know, excuses. So I just kept birding, walking into the field. I saw a hawk across the side of the field, so I walked out there. By then I was about halfway between, halfway into the field and closer to him. And that's when he's still stuck, and I thought, okay, fine. I'll go help this poor guy. So I get over there, and he's just in a panic, like running back and forth, because by now his engine is smoking, like heavy smoke coming out. So he's throwing some snow on. There's still a little bit of snow and muddy water from this place where he was stuck, and we found a little paint pail, and I just came over there. He was in a panic. I said, "Can I help you out, buddy?" And he said, "Yeah, get a bucket." So we're throwing water on there. I could already tell it's too late. Like, this is not helping. And so I said, "Do you want me to call 911, or do you want me to call AMA? Have you called anyone yet?" He said, No, we can do this. It's not on fire. I was like, yeah, it's pretty much on fire, I think. But no, we kept pounding away, feeling like it was helpless. And sure enough, after a few minutes, we see a fire truck trying to come across the field down this muddy road, and they get almost there, but they can't make it either. And so they come walking over. They start talking to him, and about this time is when I say, "Okay, good luck, pal." And I head off across the field, and it's getting dark now already. And by the time I get to that middle of the field, I can see his wife. Well, another car coming. I kind of stuck around to listen. Police cars are there. They're talking, and now a bright flame starts coming out of the front of this car. And within a few minutes, that whole thing is just burning. I'll send you a video of it because it was crazy. This poor guy's BMW gets completely burned to the ground. And it made me think of all the little steps along the way. And I'm sorry it's already going to go long, but the mistakes that were made along the way. This poor guy, he, there was a sign. I'd actually driven down that road a couple nights earlier, about halfway, and I turned around. And there were signs there saying, like, "Do not enter." Like, it wasn't really a road you're supposed to go on. So there, for one, he should have turned around. Then when he got stuck, well, he's driving a low-riding BMW. He shouldn't have been off on those roads anyway. But when he got stuck, he was just spinning his tires, like flooring it, gassing it. He'd get out and try to push a bit, and it looked like he was digging around a bit, but just spinning his tires, doing the wrong thing, got himself sunk deeper and deeper. And not only that, he overheated his car engine to the point where it was on fire. There's some mistakes. He didn't want to turn for help. He didn't want to admit, I guess, the depth of the problem he was in. Even when I told him, "I think it's on fire," he wouldn't admit it. He said, "No, it's just smoking, it's not fire." And so didn't turn to the proper help, didn't want to get the proper help until it was too late. And unfortunately, he lost his car. I had to lose some things. I heard his wife yelling at him. She said something like, "You did it again," which would be crazy if he'd burned down 2 cars. But anyway, I better wrap this up. But the message, the more motivational part of the message, is that there is the proper help for us, and that often we get ourselves stuck in these situations, and I think a lot of the time we just want to do it on our own. We want to try to get ourselves out, but maybe we're spinning our tires because we're not getting the right kind of help. And even just having good friends, having you guys, can help get us out of a lot of trouble. Obviously, the ultimate help, the person we really need, is the Savior. He's our healer. He's our way out of the trouble. And we may have to leave a few things behind. We may lose a few things along the way, or that we think are important to us. But if we turn to Him, I believe He can heal us and help us get out of those troubled times. So I'm excited to be a part of this, boys. Excited to hear your messages this week. Love you. Hope we can hang out. Sorry this one's so long, but hope it adds some meaning to your day. Love you, boys.